Hey, this is Christy from Raising Wations, and I'm trying a new video series. It's called the Friday Brain Dump, and this is take one. So the thought behind this, and this has been on my mind for a while, is to kind of do like a video diary of what's going on in my life. Take the whole week of stresses and mom duties and what's going on with the kids, and just kind of dump it out of my head in the thought that going into the weekend that I would be feeling a little bit better, hopefully a little less stressed, and again focus kind of on my mental health and do something a little outside my comfort zone to focus on my mental health, remind me of the happinesses in my life, and let you get to know the real me a little bit better. Obviously, this is unfiltered. I have no makeup on. I think my hair is washed. And have this kind of just be raw and, again, just dump things out of my head, and hopefully we all feel a little bit better. So whether you watch this or not, that is the hope that, for my mental health, for people out there that might be struggling as well, and do something outside of my comfort zone. I mean, video is probably the scariest thing for me to do, and here I am doing it. So, getting outside that comfort zone and trying to find different ways to connect with people in a real way. And so, anyway, that is the thought. So we're going to jump right into what I have to dump out of my head this week, because I'm on a timer. I got to keep everything under 15 minutes, and let's see what we can get out of my head in 15 minutes. So I do take a couple of notes. The thought here is hopefully, as we do more of these brain dumps, that I won't have notes and I'll basically just have like diarrhea of the mouth and get everything out and end the video and everybody goes home happy. But since I am super nervous and never done this video series before, I got notes. So here we go. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I just got back from San Francisco, and I actually did a Disney trip. We visited Pixar. It was really cool. It was 3 days, and I decided to do something super scary and extend my trip. I had a friend that works at Google and lived about an hour away, and it was like the first time that I extended my trip. It was by myself. I rented my first car by myself. I drove my first rental car by myself. And I was super nervous because I don't travel alone. I don't do a lot of things alone except be in my house. So this was like a huge step for me personally, because I was so nervous. What if I get lost? What if I get in an accident? What if I have a flat tire? What if I never make it to my friend's house? There were so many what ifs, because I was doubting my capability of being able to do things. And it was really fulfilling on so many levels to complete my vacation journey and see my friend from high school who I haven't seen in over 10 years. It was crazy. And be kind of reflective in the standpoint that I'm an adult and I did adult things, and I didn't die. So there was that aspect, but then I came home and I realized, oh my goodness, jet lag, y'all, is real. Jet lag, I was going into my week already exhausted, and my week hadn't even started yet. So I got home late Saturday night, and then Sunday, Monday, I was still dragging butt. It was tough. It was tough to get through this week, but I don't know, in the hindsight, I kept thinking back to all the memories I had where I was spending time with my friend and his family and his house and his town, and seeing San Francisco and visiting Pixar and doing all these amazing things, and realizing having those memories is so important. And that got me thinking about other things in my life that's going on right now. So in case you aren't following what's going on with the blogging world and social media, there's just a lot of changes happening all at once. And if you know me at all, I hate change. I hate change when it's one thing, but now it's 50 things that are all happening at once, and it's overwhelming. Facebook is under fire right now. They obviously went to a lot of you gotta pay in order to get any of your stuff seen from your Facebook page, which is really frustrating when you built up a page where it has like 14,000 fans, right? And you post something on that page and you get like 300 people looking at it. Like, that's like super disappointing. And you know, it's not in my budget to be able to throw $1,000 at that Facebook post just to get it seen by people that already follow me. And so, you know, that has been a frustrating thing for years, but this is like the first year where Facebook has really like cracked down hard on Facebook pages and trying to bring back the just see your personal friends and photos and that kind of thing, which, okay, that's cool, I get it, but you started, you know, Facebook started with this business model where, you know, businesses had to be kind and play nicely and do all these things that Facebook asked, and now Facebook's like, meh. So it's been difficult to deal with just on that front, and now, you know, Mark Zuckerberg is under fire with all the personal information, and so the future of Facebook is kind of uncertain right now, like what's gonna happen. And I'm super concerned because, again, Facebook used to bring my blog traffic, and right now blogging traffic is all sorts of not fun. Just in case you didn't know what else is going on in the social media world, Twitter has started cracking down on spammers, and so a lot of people's accounts are getting locked out if you tweet something that's even remotely similar to something you've tweeted before, like ever. So that has been super hard. If you tweet a lot, like Twitter gets super mad. Like, so Twitter has been like kind of like a girl on PMS. Like, she's super PMS-y right now. And so a lot of people who rely on things like Twitter parties to make a living, that has been super frustrating for people. I mean, I'm super cautious right now just because I don't know when or if my account could get locked out, and that's, again, another way where I was getting traffic before, and so it makes me super worried about sharing anything on that platform because I don't know what's going to happen. So I've been focusing this year on Twitter as being more of a conversation, just kind of, again, more like mini brain dumps of what's going on, and again, trying to just get back to the engagement with people. And so that's what's been going on with Twitter. And then Pinterest has been all sorts of glitchy and traffic is down for everybody. And YouTube has been going down, so who knows, you may never see this video ever because YouTube is just doing its thing. And then that leaves Instagram, which you know, Instagram used to be like my favorite social media platform just because it was all pictures and it was all happy, and I was really honing in on what I cared about to share on Instagram. Like, I love just having that, you know, that display of your page and the photos and how they kind of all make sense with each other. I've really been focusing on making sure that people are the focus, even if I'm posting a recipe or a craft or whatever, to always make sure that it's rooted in our family. And, you know, I spend hours like thinking about captions and hashtags and all that stuff. And then to realize that the algorithm on Instagram, they just don't care. Again, you get all these followers and nobody's seeing it. And I'm so like drained from dealing with social media changing all at the same time. I mean, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so it's only a matter of time where we're all gonna have to pay more money to have your post seen by anybody, and it's just kind of sad. Like, it makes me just want to give up at times, you know. So social media is all sorts of crazy, and then that leaves, you know, my blog, which if you haven't seen my blog in a while, yeah, join the club, because page views are down probably for bloggers across the board. I mean, if you have page views that are going up, I bless you, and I think that's amazing because, you know, everything is down. And why do page views matter as a blogger? Because that is kind of the determination of whether or not you're going to get money. sponsored posts are down. That's how I make a lot of money. Ads are down, social media is down. So it just made me think about like what's next in my life. And I don't know right now, because the balance of having work and not having work, getting contracts, not having contracts, rethinking what my rate is going to be for sponsored posts, and what I'm going to do in life. I mean, so like, am I going to go back and be a nurse? Am I just going to be a stay-at-home mom? Am I going to an office setting? And am I going to, go back to like one weekly paycheck where I can depend on it? Because right now I have no idea. I can't predict what my paychecks are going to look like, because it's just that unpredictable. And that's hard for me, because I'm like a type A kind of person, and I like to know what I'm getting into and what to expect for the year. And knowing that I'm already starting this year a little bit down is a little tough to deal with. So, I've been focusing a lot of things on the blog behind the scenes, as everyone else is. Working on getting my pages to view higher on search engines like Google. And but also I'm learning to step away more and not worry about numbers, and that has been hard too. It's almost like an addiction in a way, where you're focused so hard on being popular for so long, and that all people cared about were numbers and how many people follow you and how many people like this post and how many page views did you get and how many clicks did you get. And it's weird to just step away now and realize that was your life, and try to find something else where it doesn't matter how popular you are. I mean, I was the girl in high school that I was not popular at all. I was the nerdy person. I think I did dance and chorus, and so I had a little artsy side to me too, but it was a lot of nobody knew who I was, and I was okay with that. And now it's everyone cares about who you are, especially if you're going to make it in this field, and I'm not sure where that's going right now, and I don't know if I want to. So that's something I'm dealing with personally. So that means I got a heck of a lot more time to do things I've always wanted to do, like clean out my house. Like, it's so amazing and so incredible to just purge stuff that's in my house. I didn't realize I needed to purge. Like, I have like 20 plastic cups, and I don't realize that you have that many plastic cups until you're like, oh my goodness, I have 20 plastic cups. I only got 2 kids. I only have 1 dishwasher. Do I really need 20 plastic cups? And so it's been actually really refreshing to look at my house in a different way and realize that I just don't need stuff, I'm getting older, and I would rather have 50 million travel experiences with my kids than have more stuff in my house that I don't have. I'm not going to gain any more space in this house, so I don't need stuff. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on in my life right now. If you saw on Twitter last night, I was having some fun in the shower. I know. Let's go there to the shower, where I just I looked down at my toes and realized I had a pedicure that I didn't know how old it was, and I didn't know the next time that I was actually going to get to what's left of the polish on my toes. I was shaving my legs after who knows how long. The hair was so long that it probably could have braided itself. And I was washing my hair so I did wash my hair. I was washing my hair like 2-3 times because it had been that long, and who knows how oily business things in my hair. So, it was just like that kind of moment in your shower where you just finally have a minute to like focus on yourself, and you realize, oh my goodness, like this is my life right now, dirty hair and non-polished toes, and who knows when I'm going to shave my legs, and I live in Florida. So, that's it. So I'm almost out of time. We're almost at the 15-minute mark, like I said. And so the thought here, hopefully when I walk away, is that I'm going to feel better. You get to know me a little bit more personally. And I don't know, let me know what you all think of this. And what do you have to brain dump, out of your life? So just a thought. Christy from raisingwations.com. Brain dump, take one.